Okay, well, I'm back in eastern Montana. Only took me a month to get my Jeep to the point where it can actually get its way back to Montana, but here I am. I had a tragic beard accident where I was trimming down the beard with a buzzer and then forgot to have the guard on it. And so on the second pass around, took a large lawnmower to my face. And so rather than have a big bare patch down there, I just shaved it off and we're regrowing it. So it'll come back stronger than ever. So with that update, I'm currently on the Yellowstone River. So this is the place where as a child, I spent so many years just roaming around these banks and looking for Yellowstone agates and just all the amazing things that this river has. We took out a boat down here from Forsyth, Montana, so we can kind of roam around and explore some of these shores that are otherwise a lot less accessible from the land. So I'm pretty stoked to go out here and be in a place where I grew up as a kid and explore some of the places that really birthed what I call my Wonderlust. So come join me, it's gonna be a blast.
The Yellowstone is a place to find treasure.
Well, if you really had to sum up the rock hunting experience of the Yellowstone River, these two things that I found right next to each other sum it up pretty perfectly. The beautiful Yellowstone agate, just this beautiful yellow to dark brown, kind of translucent, glowy thing in the sun. The rock that I associate with my childhood so much, just running around out here and finding these things. And then a piece of petrified wood, ancient tree turned to stone. Hello, Kava.
I will always be grateful for the Yellowstone River, a childhood playground that created my love for nature. The ebbs and flows of spring floods creating new landscapes to explore. Wonderlust Adventures was born from its waters.
So while we're out here rock hunting, I kind of have a different primary mission. I mean, I'll be looking for rocks too, obviously. I mean, just look at this gravel bed. One of the things about the Yellowstone River is this is a river that has a lot of history. And if you go to the area where the banks have been eroded on the edge there, and especially in places where people really haven't been to too recently and haven't explored as thoroughly, you can find some awesome stuff. You can find bison skulls and old artifacts and just all sorts of beautiful treasures from the Yellowstone River. I'm gonna kind of walk around the bank and see what's around there.
The banks of the Yellowstone are truly a time machine, burying pieces of the past and bringing them back to the light of day. Rusted metal from machines that may be 100 years old. The powers of the river sharing what secrets it chooses. Forgotten memories turned vivid red and orange. Around and around, the circle turns.
Well, it may be heavy, but because my mom semi-professionally cuts up Montana agates that you find on the Yellowstone River, found this thing down here, this kind of big chunk of rock, and I don't know how well this shows up on camera necessarily, but there are these kind of clear sections around the outside that tell me this is Montana agate, if you're sliced open, they'll often have just really beautiful patterns and translucent colors and lots of amazing things. You know, I go to Oregon and I see like agate hunting in the coast, and it's a very different experience where, you know, the large rocks are about that big, and, you know, you get something this big and you think to yourself, yeah, that's a moderate sized agate.